And welcome back. We're moving into our final conversation for today, and we've been joined by members of the Belize Police Department, and we're talking about a drama group high school tour as a part of the 16 Days of Activism. And joining us for this conversation, we have Inspector Stephanie Grinage, we have Sergeant Marla Joseph, and we have PC Denroy Garcia. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, let's talk about this drama group. Police have time for one drama group? Really?
Well, basically, we started like 8 years ago, coming together. As you know, police work is stressful. So sometimes when we get breaks, we'd come together and joke around, and we decided, you know what, that some of us have very good talents. So we take the little break, and we got the department buy into it, and that's how it all got started.
Now, a big challenge would be obviously that you need to rehearse, and you have people from all across the country. So how do you maneuver that?
Well, we get the time from the Commissioner of Police, and we'd set the dates, and that's how we work it out.
How many members are in the group?
It's 16 of us, 9 women and 7 men.
Almost equal?
Almost.
Who are the better clowns?
Well, everyone in the group have their own personality. So based on the drama, we just fill in the persons with that personality. So I guess everybody has their role. Everybody is very entertaining. So I can't say that I'm the best joker or Ms. Joseph is the best joker, but everybody has their talent. And
officers, for some reason, when Belizeans see you in one capacity, they think that's the only thing you can do. So we see a judge, and when we see him singing karaoke, we're like, good God. Or we see William in another capacity, and we say, good gosh, see him dancing. Something else. But we forget that police officers are people with talents. What does it do for you personally to be able to connect with the community or to showcase the community, not just arrests and fixing some of the problems that we're facing, but to be able to express yourself as a person in the job?
For me, going out to the schools and sensitizing students on the issues of domestic violence is, it's a passion for me because we get a lot of feedback. We have kids asking questions for their parents, so you know domestic violence is something serious, and we take it serious as well. Our drama is funny, but it's there's a positive message behind it. You know, all the years I've been the wife in the drama that has been abused, but this year I'm the abuser.
Wow.
Based on the team is Hear Me Too, End Violence Against Women and Girls. You know?
I can impound on that. What happened, I basically write poems for the group based on the drama.
Somebody tell me that you are on X level.
I don't know if I'm at that level, but it's a passion that I have, and that I find that writing poems relieve my stress as a police officer, and I've been doing it personally for myself. Like when I'm stressed out at work, I would go in my room and I'll write, you know, and I found out that, you know what, it makes sense. So with the drama group, I usually look at what we're doing for the drama, and I put it in a poem form. So that helps me with my
Who writes the script?
All of us do.
All of you do?
Yeah, we come with one idea, and then we expand, everybody throw in their piece, and then we say if it makes sense, and you know.
I see the costumes.
Yeah, that was a Christmas show. Yeah, we were, yeah.
Now, Denroy, let's just get you into the conversation. What has been your, you're the baby of the bunch in terms of joining the group. What pulled you into the group in the first place?
What happened is that before joining police, I'm from a family of musicians. I'm originally from Georgetown City in the Stangrate district.
Yes.
And I used to play in bands and so, and I was looking at the group, and I said, you know, maybe I could also join in and be a part of it and carry my talent to that group, and you know, kind of sensitize the people, you know, about about domestic, because sometimes as police officers, I get first-hand information and so in reference to domestic violence. And also I said maybe I can also incorporate music along with that, with my work, and maybe we could sensitize more people and let them know that, you know, domestic violence is indeed real.
Why not join the band? There must be a reason why you decide.
No, I'm looking at the future as well, and you know, I said, you know what, let me join let me stick with the police and the drama group.
You talk about, obviously, for this 16 days of activism, you're talking about domestic violence. But we had a picture where you were actually doing a Christmas play as well. How, in terms of what you do, your calendar for the year, do you all come up with 3 plays, 4 plays?
Well, unfortunately, we would like to, but because of our workload, we only do this tour once a year. But if an organization, a school would like us to come in for their drug awareness, for whatever, they write the commissioner long in advance, at least a month, give us notice, let us know what you want, and we put it together and we come and perform it.
What do you think the value is of police officers doing this as opposed to Joseph Stamp or somebody who's in the private sector doing it? Do you think there's an added benefit that the police are doing these drama productions at the schools? And what is it?
Okay, I believe that it's very not only beneficial to us as police officers when we go to those schools, but also to the students. It's very beneficial to them. And what really impressed me when we finished with our skits, the students at the organization, the schools, that they come and really tears in their eyes, you know, with the issues that they are going through, maybe not them, but with their families. And I believe that this drama group is a very impact on these schools that we go to, very impacted on the schools. So.
You started talking about this as a stress reliever. So do you all also interact with your fellow police in terms of getting them to realize some of the issues that, because I think depression and so many other things also impact police officers. And while you may be looking out, I'm trying to figure out if there's also a place within your objectives for police officers as well.
In one of our drama, we depict police officers who is a rank of a sergeant, and he's abusing his wife. And when the report goes to the station, the police officers don't believe it. You know, not my sergeant, he don't. But they do have police officers that go through whatever similar issues with domestic violence. So we try to portray, but we show that it's not correct also. So it not only, at first the hierarchy looked at it like you're using police officers, but you know, that's the reality. But we usually ask to use their name. We make it fun and we use maybe a senior officer name in the drama, but we ask for permission that, can I use your name? You know, William, can I use your name that you're abusing your wife? Because some people take these things very serious. So, but it does impact the department itself.
Inspector, in a former life, I was part of the celebrations or the observance of the 16th of activism, and I can remember a police officer, now retired, giving her testimony of being a high-ranking officer in charge of Kayo, and her being abused by her husband, and him coming all the way to the police station and telling him, you see this piece of paper, when I get home? My question really is, how do you balance the theater side of it to keep them entertained and at the same time deliver a message which is a very serious one, which affects even yourself and affects the entire community? How do you balance that to these young people who are used to YouTube and Hollywood and who don't necessarily have an appreciation every day, as regularly they should, to the arts? How do you balance it?
That is what we actually do, because what happens is that we are aware that the young people are into YouTube or into that internet, that type of thing. So we use scenarios like that. you know, and through that we try to portray things that is happening. Like last year we did one where the person sent nudes, you know. We did one with nudes
on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yes.
And so that captured their attention, so we were able to send the message to them right through them.
It was around the time when they had these, you had some students and other people nudes showing on Facebook and social media. So we came up with the idea when we did our tour, to put that in. And what we did, we had the one of the Marla, you were the student. Oh, yes. She was the person. She's always she was the person.
They always give me the bad role.
You're the villain.
Yeah, she was the person that took the picture and she sent it to her boyfriend, and she's like, you know, the other guys are like, well, and they sent it out, and it was out. So we were trying to show the students, you know what, this is not right. This is what can happen, and we do think that impact the students, and also to help them. You understand me? To help them in their daily lives and show what is right from what is wrong.
So how long is the play that you're taking on the road, and to what all schools?
The play is about 45 minutes to an hour, which includes a poem and a song. And we're starting on the 26th of November, and we're starting in the Kaya district, so we'll be in Balmopan. And we'll be at the Cayo Christian Academy and Methodist High School. On Tuesday the 27th, we'll be in San Ignacio, Sacred Heart, and St. Ignatius. On Wednesday the 28th, we'll be in Benque, Nazarene, and Mopan Technical. On Friday, 30th November, we'll be in San Pedro. On Monday, the 3rd December, we'll be in Georgetown. On the 4th, Georgetown and Independence.
Hometown crowd.
On Tuesday, the 4th December, we'll be in Punta Gorda at TCC and Juliancho. On Wednesday, the 5th, we'll be in Stan Creek District at Delil Academy and Ecumenical High School. On Friday, the 7th, we'll be in Belize City. We'll do Palote, Nazarene, and Edward P. Arc. On Monday, the 10th of December, we'll be in Corozal, Cornerstone Presbyterian, and CCC. And Tuesday, the 11th, Orange Walk, IT Vet, and Muffles High School.
It's a full tour.
So.
Yes.
Now, in terms of the speak out afterwards, I guess is what you call it. Do you all engage the students in a broader conversation after the play? How do you manage that to make sure that the messages, I think Kevin was talking about the entertainment value does not override the actual message that you're trying to deliver to the students?
We have a segment after the drama for question and answers, and whatever questions they have, or we would stay back at the school after a little while if anybody wants to have a one-on-one with us, and we'd explain whatever to them.
What would you say has been the best experience or the best reward so far from engaging in this kind of undertaking?
Time off from work.
Kevin
sorry,
is such an eternal optimist. You know?
A lot of people look at it like that, but we're working. It's work. I call what we're doing work. It's fun,
yes.
But it's work.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
we get across the message.
Look, I'm good, Marla. And Marla, they give a good old coffee kotai.
She could identify with me because she's always played as the villain in her play. So we have a connection here. Don't interrupt.
The thing about it, what happened? At first we didn't have a lot of support.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of support, and like I said, the senior ranking didn't look. They look at it like you're having fun, and it's away from work, and But we did a show for the high-ranking officers one time, and they look at it and they say, okay, this is what that they are doing. So we'd like to say thanks to the Commissioner of Police and
Yes,
Miss
Magdaleno.
Magdaleno, ACP. She really pushed for us with this tour, no? So
the softer side of policing is something that, you know, generally people don't see the value, but at the same time we complain about the harder side. So how do you strike that balance?
I think that it's this that we're doing is very good, that people don't look at us as only police officers taking statements, making arrests. You know, they look at us in a different light. We're from the community is us. You know, we feel, we sing, we write poems, you know, we're dramatic, you know.
But a la drama.
Now, we're seeing challenges in our society, and one of the reasons I like this is because there's a communication divide. This new generation, as we're seeing them getting their fame at the 6:30 news in the wrong way, it's hard to get to them. And I would think that when these guys first hear that there's going to be a play coming on, they're thinking the opposite of the joke I just made, which is that we have one free period, clear. What has been the impact that you have been able to register to say, listen, I can see where not only is a good package going out, but I can measure it to see that over the 5 years, as you've told us you've been doing this, that this has been making an impact that we need to expand on?
We have, I know we've impacted many schools, because what happened, even outside of this November, a lot of the schools want us to perform, like the drug awareness, but sometimes they give us short notice, and it's difficult for us on short notice, as some of us are from Belmopan, some of us are from Belize City, and then it's hard to come together to rehearse. So, but I definitely know that we have impacted many schools, because we have students afterwards, after the event, that they're calling, Miss, we want to come back. Miss, we need it. Or when we are finished with our drama, we want our next one. They don't want us to leave the school.
We've even had where after our dramas, I think there were 3 students in particular who came out with cases of abuse after our drama was performed.
Even teachers at some of the schools, they came afterwards and say, Miss, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. Teachers, you know, and we give them the best advice that we can, and you need to walk away and you need to come out of that. And it's really hard for some individuals who are in domestic violence, but we know that we are impacting these areas, because like she said, we had 2 students that came out and said that I'm going through this, and they went to the police and they started their investigation. And I don't know if you remember, one time we were at the gas station and we found a lady inside the gas station. We were doing our tour and she was all bruised up, and she said that she was abused by her husband, and we managed to call the station and tell them, you know what, this person has been abused, and they addressed it, no? So.
Is there any follow-up after the play? I mean, because with this very powerful tool, you're able to open up the hearts and minds of these students and of the community, the teachers. Is there any follow-up after you leave? Is there any aspect to the tour that has somebody coming up afterwards and providing any sort of support afterwards?
Well, like I said, we leave our numbers. We usually leave our numbers, and we try to have a rapport with basically the principal, the students from the school, and we tell them if you see with some issues that you see that maybe domestic violence is happening within a family, then you can contact us, and then if it's from North, we'll contact the domestic unit there. There's domestic unit all over the country, so we'd contact that person, and they would go in and see how best they can address the situation.
Yeah, that was the same question I had, because I wanted to know how you were tied to actually your domestic violence unit in terms of making the connections of the follow-up and follow-through that Kevin was referring to.
We definitely work close with the domestic violence unit and the community policing officers, because they're the one that get the school and the students involved in to see the drama, right? So we work closely along with them.
What has been the biggest lesson you all have learned on this undertaking? What would you say for each of you? What one thing perhaps stands out from something that you didn't know, but you know, through that exposure you got to learn?
One thing I would say, that life is real, domestic violence is real, and it's something we take very serious. I take very serious.
Yeah, at first I did not know that it was. I know that we had domestic violence, but I did not know it was to that level, very high. We have a lot of domestic violence issues, and after moving with the tour and so, I've learned that, you know what, indeed it's real, like what Ms. Joseph said.
You know, I don't want to end with a question. I want to end with a compliment. We're going to high season for activities, commercial and criminal. The Christmas season, unfortunately, is a time.
A compliment?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
It's coming there. It's coming there. It's coming there. And you know, we lean on the police department more than we should. I think the police is doing the work that some of our politicians should be doing, some of our public servants should be doing, some of the work that some of our churches should be doing. And the police force has been taking on quite a lot. And I think there has to be a tremendous salute to the work that you guys do every single day. We just watch the news, but we don't know the follow-up and the follow-through, the smell of the police station, the cussing we want to take, and how that affects the human aspect of what a police officer is. It's the hardest public service job in the world, punto final. And the police department in Belize has been showing up where it should. You guys are in sports, inter-office, and the like. You guys are in every
Semi-pro league.
Semi-pro league. You guys are in every aspect of our society. So I want to commend you on behalf of our citizens who don't always say thank you. And we want to encourage you to continue to find new ways of being yourself, of being happy, and contributing to the beautiful and healthy Belize that we have. Thank you for allowing me to say that.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
And that was a compliment.
Yes, it was.
You know, I think just to piggyback what Kevin has said, I like the fact that you all spoke about it from a therapeutic approach in the beginning. No, is it something that you all see eventually where you're having these drama groups and other clubs within the police force? How many clubs do you have? Is it only the drama? I know at one point I joked with Denroy about the police band. Is there a police band anymore? No? But I know at one point you had all these different clubs, including, you know, a scouting kind of approach, or the boys club. Do you all still have those, and, you know, give police an opportunity to have therapy within their work?
Well, boys club, I'm not sure about that, but they, what we have seen with the community policing officers, they have cadets officers that they're trying to bring in the correct way, you know. So, and we do have a lot of cadets countrywide. And in regards to that band, you just gave us an idea, because we have wonderful singers and dancers, you know, and the lead singer. So no, it's we have to work on getting our equipment for that band.
Or even
so
a choir, because you all talk about poetry as a part of drama. You know, you can take the performing arts as something very seriously. You know,
when Mr. Jeffers was Commissioner of Police, we had a choir. We used to go caroling. We did Christmas songs. You remember? Yeah.
Big up.
Yeah. It was just out of interest because of the therapeutic portion that you spoke about, no? And I think, like Kevin said, you know, this is in addition to what you do, because even though, you know, you said it's work, I'm sure it also demands commitment beyond the hours of work. So you all should be congratulated. And I know we have a special something coming up now, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
you want us to do the poem here?
You'll do the poem first? You do a poem first? And then we'll get the group to do, what will the group do?
We'll do a song.
Well, I'm the lead singer.
What? All right. Take that. Take that.
I wrote a song last year for the group, and we're going to present that today.
What's the name of the song?
End Violence Against Women and Girls.
Aparanda?
All right.
The poem, basically, like I said, I write, and this poem that I'm going to say is based on one of our past shows past drama that we did, the poem for this show that we're working on, I'm trying to get, well, me along with PC Eli here, we're working on one that we can work together because he also does poems. So.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
So
You
you can go ahead with the poem.
Can I
get going.
You can stand if you want. You are the full drama.
Hold on, Max. Right here is it?
Yeah.
I've been so in love that I failed to see the abuse my husband was doing to me. Up and down in the relationship, keeping the beatings so tight-lipped. My daughter has seen the abuse. She's seen me cry. And my interfering neighbor asking me why. A peek on his cell phone he didn't want me to see about all the lies he has been telling me. He's mad again and he beats me down. And 911 I call for the police to come. We must fight against domestic abuse. It's our lives. We need to choose.
Boy, do your thing, Denroy. And here we have the song now.
Yeah. Happening everywhere. Women and girls are being abused and someone close is accused. Let the victim lean on your shoulder and give her a helping hand. The kindness that you show every day will help her along the way. Join me, my brothers. Join me, my friends. Join me as we sing this one together again. We won't leave no one behind. You heard what I say. End violence against women and girls today. We won't leave no one behind. You heard what I say. End violence against women and girls today. Tears fell from my eyes when I saw what you're going through. You are not alone. McCoy is here with you. Together we'll take a stand and make a change today. Violence against women and girls, not in my country. Join me, my brothers. Join me, my friends. Join me as we sing this one together again. We won't leave no one behind. You heard what I said. End violence against women and girls today. Tears fell from my eyes when I saw what you're going through. You are not alone. McCoy is here with you. Together we'll take a stand and make a change today. Violence against women and girls, not in my country. Join me, my brothers. Join me, my friends. Join me as we sing this one together again. We won't leave no one behind. You heard what I said. End violence against women and girls today. Everybody, let me hear you sing this one. Violence against women and girls today. Let me hear you, hear me too. End violence against women and girls today. Stop the silence, speak out now. End violence against women and girls today.
Wow. You know, Kevin jokingly said, you know, PC Super G.
That's what you call police chocolate. You have
Let's have the mic pass around so we can get the names of all the members. All right, we met. Yeah.
Good morning. My name is Police and I work at Precinct 3.
Good morning. My name is Pietro Avila, Woman Cop of Police, and I work in Hattieville.
Good morning. My name is Robert Gonzalez. I'm a police constable and I work in Roaring Creek Village.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sherry Morillo. I'm a woman special constable working at Community Policing.
Good morning. My name is Cecil Joseph, Corporal of Police, and I have the husband who will be getting abused.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Tanisha Timmons. I work out of Community Policing Unit Precinct 4, Belize City.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Denroy Eligio, Corporal of Police. I work with Community-Oriented Policing in Belmopan.
You guys did an excellent. Yes. You all need a choir, man.
Yeah, for
this
sure.
Is, and you wrote the song?
Yes, I wrote.
Very beautiful song. Definitely, you all should be commended. And we want to thank you for sharing with us this morning and wish you the best on your tour for the 16 Days of Activism, coming to a town near you.
Yes.
Including Georgetown. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and we have to ask you to bring back the chorus and make we join.